Let's go. Gonna be a good one. If I can find the intro button, it'll be even better.
Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Gosh, I gotta quit doing that. Good morning. How are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Today is Thursday, May 8th, 2019. That's right. Today is Thursday, May 8th, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Thursday, May 8th, 2019. So let's make sure to make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. It's going to be 78 degrees here in the good old city of Lexington, Kentucky. Good old Paris, Kentucky. It's going to be 78 degrees out here. It's going to be a beautiful day. We've got some rain and storms coming in. But other than that, it's supposed to be nice and warm. I hope it's going to be nice and warm in your neck of the woods. This week, we have been talking on this show. This has been a great week to invite your friends, to invite in new people, to have them watch the show, to invite people into the group. Because this week, what we've been doing is we've been kind of recapping the history of Hashtag Rise and Grind, the show, what it is, where it came from, the group, so on and so forth. We talked about all of that on Monday, what we were, the three components that make up the show, which is that make up Hashtag Rise and Grind, which is the group and the show and the offline portions where we do some offline stuff. So we talked about that on Monday. Tuesday, we talked about the history, like who we are, what we are, where we came from, all of that good stuff, right? The starts in the utility closet, who I am as a human being, what inspired the show, all of those things. We talked about that on Tuesday. And yesterday, we talked about the present. We talked about where we were today with our fancy studio that I love, where we are today, but we talked about that with humility, remembering, which is why I keep this chalkboard right here, remembering where we came from, because that's going to be the most important part as far as moving forward into the future. So today we're going to talk about the future of Hashtag Rise and Grind, what that looks like, so that everybody knows the mission, the direction, which way we're going, which way everybody needs to be rowing, so we can move this thing as far and fast and just reach as many people as humanly possible going forward with this incredible thing. I want to just grow this group because I think you benefit. I think you win. Every single time we add a new member to this group, I think that you win. We end up finding so many unique and incredible and just passionate people, right? We meet so many different people as we add people into the group. As people become part of our family, people become part of the community. Everybody has their own unique gifts and traits that they bring to the table. And the more people we blend together in this big melting pot hodgepodge of human beings from all walks of life, the more and more that we bring them all together, the more spectacular things become for you as an individual. Your net worth is in your network, and the bigger we can expand this network, the better it is for all of us. You, me, everybody included. So that's kind of where we are today. I'm going to talk about the future. Before I go too far into that, I do need you to do me a massive favor. Pull out your calendars. If you're taking notes, if you got a pen, pull it out. Write this down. Do not forget these dates, because we have an opportunity to make history, people. We have an opportunity to do something that's never been done before in the history of all time. And what that opportunity is we have an opportunity to take our man Tony with the Keys and the incredible Hashtag Rise and Grind video and the Rise and Grind anthem. We have the ability to take this thing to the billboards, right? To make this thing a worldwide global hit. And that's going to require all of you. That's going to require you to help me in order to push that out to be able to make that work. So starting May 11th, we will be releasing the full video May 11th. That video, we will then have 6 days going to May 17th. We will have 6 days to get as many 99-cent, it's 99 cents, as many pre-orders of the song as humanly possible. And when we do that, come May 17th, when the video or when the song actually launches, all of those pre-orders are going to count as first day sales. And the more first day sales we have, the higher that song will go up in the charts. And the higher it goes, the more possibility it has to get in front of people that are going to start singing hashtag Rise and Grind, hashtag Rise and Grind. They're going to be singing that around the world, which is going to bring people to the group, which is going to make it better and easier for me to serve you. So please do not forget, from the 11th to the 17th, it's like a marathon, it's like a Facebook-a-thon, it's like a telethon, whatever you want to call it. I need your hands in people's pockets on their phones getting this song downloaded. I need you to share it. I need you to tell people about it. I need you to play it in the background in all of your videos. I need you doing all of that for the full week as we push. It's going to be absolutely incredible. The other date that I want you to put on the calendar is my dear friend Lisa Copeland has a book that is being released on the 16th, May 16th, and Lisa is just one fierce, amazing human being, and her book is absolute fire. I've already read it because I helped edit it. It's fire. It's phenomenal. You're going to love it. So on May 16th, make sure you pick up Lisa Copeland's book. If you're not following her, look her up on Facebook. Lisa Copeland, Copeland. Look her up, but make sure you get her book, and let's support Lisa Copeland, a fellow Rise and Grinder that's got a book coming out on May 16th. And I'm telling you, man, her book is fire. She's got interviews with Bloomberg, New York Times. All of them are already reaching out to her. They've gotten clips of the book. They want to interview her about the book. It's a big stinking deal. She's a big stinking deal. So with all that said, we're going to talk about the future of hashtag Rise and Grind and what that looks like. But before we do, you know what we got to do, right? We got to dance, man. Where are we at? Yeah, I can do that. A little futuristic music right here. How about that? For those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, we can make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. Also, I need you to do me a favor. Make sure you like the post. Like this show, hit the like button, because when you like the show, it helps the algorithm, it helps it push. This is also the part of the show where I'm going to say good morning to you, and you say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up, and I'll say what's up to you. Good morning, Kelly Taylor. What's up, Frank Cranitti? What's up, Tabby Negrit and Jesse Miller? How you doing, Nathaniel Banks and Beth Workman? Sandra Benstock Delolio? Oh, the music's still going. It's just not very loud in my headphones. What's up, Brad Smith? How you doing, Sheila Strack and Archie? Yeah, Frank, I'm so glad you're a part of this group, too. What's up, Janelle Griego and Whitney Wells? Scott Simons is up in here. Liza Myers-Borges is up in here. And, of course, my man, Josh Carter Myers is up in here. What's up, Joshua Mitchell? My man Joshua Mitchell's up in here. My girl Bambi Campbell. Thank you, Bambi, for sending me that. Thank you, Terry. He told me this one. Terry Lapierre. Terry Lapierre. Terry Lapierre? Lapierre? Good morning, Terry. I'm so glad you're here. What's up, Don Sankey, Eric Willeroy, Keith McKenzie, and Letitia, Ryan Smith, Jesse Miller, everybody up in here. Tiffany Ann. I'm so glad to see you, Miss Tiffany Ann. Will you guys do me a favor? Will you guys do me a huge favor? I need you to do me one favor this morning. Off top. Will you do me a favor and just... There's a young lady in here named Tiffany Ann. She's been a part of Rise and Grind for a little while. She's been part of my life for a really long time. I've known her since back in high school. But sometimes, as you know, we all go through stuff, right? And she has stuff. And so I would love it if you would reach out to Tiffany Ann, encourage her, pray for her. You'll see her. She's in here right now. You can probably find her in the comments. But encourage her, pray for her, follow her, message her. Let's just surround her with some hashtag Rise and Grind love. I think that would be phenomenal and go a very, very long way. Hashtag Rise and Grind. I need you guys to all understand. I got to stop doing that. I need you to understand that we are creating unique ways to inspire souls around the world to become the absolute best versions of themselves that they can possibly be. Got that? That's what we're doing. That's what we do. We are creating unique ways to inspire souls around the world to become the absolute best versions of themselves that they can possibly be. That's what Rise and Grind does. It's what we do every single day, right? And shout out to Liza Myers-Borges for helping me with those words, inspiring souls. Because that's really what we do. We inspire souls to become the absolute best versions of themselves that they can possibly be. So, with that stated, what started as a show in a utility closet, that's where it all started, January 4th, 2018. What started as a show in a utility closet has turned into Rise and Grind gear. It's turned into a group, 27,000 strong and growing. It's turned into planners. The awesome hashtag Rise and Grind planner, which if you are not using your planner, if you have not been using your planner, I told you I'm going to hold your butt accountable all stinking year, and I wasn't playing about that. You need to use your planner every single day. Every single day. It says here, today's quote in the planner: do what others say you can't do, and you'll never pay attention to their limitations again, which I love that. Don't let other people hold you in a box. But we've got the Rise and Grind planner. It started as a show, right? It started as a show in a utility closet, and then that became some gear, and that became a planner, and that became a group. Well, not in that order, but it became a group. And then we also we also did some coaching, right? We've got some coaching, goalkeepers, so on and so forth. It's also become a form of ministry, right? We've reached out and helped the McLeans and helped the Austin Smith and helped Michelle, and we've done different things, right? All kinds of different things for our communities, and we fed 100 families. Like, it's become a form of ministry. We're pouring into people like Tiffany Ann, who I love, right? So all of these different things just became a form of ministry in itself. And then we've had these conferences, right? We've had the conferences, like we just had, Hustle and Grind, which is a combination between Sales Hustlers and the Rise and Grind. And then we had the Rise and Grind conference here in Paris, Kentucky. We've got this conference coming up called Grow Your Business for God's Sake in Nashville. That's going to be coming up here soon. So it started in a closet, and then we went to a group, and then from the group we got some gear, and then the gear led into some planners, and then the planners led into some coaching, and throughout the way we have different forms of ministry that are part of the group. And then we've got the conferences, right? And I'm looking back, and as I talked to you about yesterday, we have to look back at where we came from and where we are today to determine where we need to be going in the future. And so we take a look at all of these things, and I find that there's one common denominator across all of these different things that we do. There's one thing that's common. There's one thing that's the same, and that is hashtag Rise and Grind. As we continue to build this thing, people become a part of something bigger than themselves, right? People that join this group, as you start to watch the shows, you start to get involved, right? You start to become a part of something bigger than self. And as a part, once you become a part of something bigger than self, everything changes for you. Everything changes in your life. You see, we wear the shirts and the gear because we're proudly a part of something bigger than ourselves. We love to tote around our big old planners, even though these things are massive and heavy. We tote them around because we're a part of something bigger than ourselves. We go to the conferences because we get to feel and be around all of these other people. We're a part of something bigger than ourselves. These forms of ministry, we serve other human beings, and it makes us feel good, like we're doing something bigger than self. We're not just self-serving, we're serving others. Being a part of this group makes us part of something bigger than ourselves. So all of it leads to us being a part of something bigger than ourselves. And that's what I love, because that's truly where an inspired soul comes from. We become the best versions of ourselves when we realize that it's bigger than ourselves, that we can't just live selfishly. That's not the way. That's not what we're called to do. We have a responsibility, right? You see, when you become a part of something bigger than yourself, then you start to stretch, like it stretches you to understand, right? It stretches you to understand. It stretches you to lean in a little bit. Like, hold up, what's going on here? Hold on, I got to lean in. I got to lean in a little bit. I got to make sure I'm paying attention. This is a little bit bigger than me. I can't just blow through this. I can't just cautiously take, like, I got to lean in. What's going on? Hold up. Let me make sure I understand, right? When you're a part of something bigger than yourself, you feel a responsibility to get results. Whether it be on a team at work or whether it be with your family, you feel the weight and responsibility. You're like, okay, man, this is bigger than me, so I got to make sure to perform. This is bigger than me, so I got to make sure that I achieve what it is that I need to achieve, right? This is bigger than me, so therefore I am now more inspired as an individual to give it my best. And then that's how things get done. So in 2019 and 2020, and going forward with hashtag Rise and Grind, what we're going to do is we're going to enhance the things that we've already done well. We're just going to make them, better. I was on the phone with Adi Arazini 2 days ago, who's the CEO and founder of Teamy Blends, who was actually just interviewed on Elena Cardone's show, Women in Power, a couple weeks ago. Go back and watch the interview. It's incredible. So I was on the phone with her 2 days ago, and she's like, Glenn, the biggest reason businesses fail, the number one reason small businesses fail, is they find an action that works and they don't repeat it. She's like, they figure out something that's good, and they do it, and they high five, and they celebrate, but they don't go back and repeat that action. And I find that we do this a lot in our careers, in our relationships. We do something for our wife that worked out really good, that made her really happy, that was really good. Or we do something for our spouse, and then we're like, yeah, that was cool, I did that for him. And then we never do it again. Or we do something at work, we take an action at work that generates a lead, that generates a customer, that generates success, and then we don't do that action again. It's like, oh, cool, been there, done that, right? We got to stop. We got to stop doing that. We got to find these actions that are working, that are successful actions, and we have to make them better. We enhance them. We continue to repeat the action and make it better and better and better. So with that stated, as a show that started in a closet, that turned into gear and a group and planners and coaching and all of that stuff, we are going to get better in all of these areas. This planner right here, you guys don't have that camera up. This planner right here, look at mine. It's all torn up. It's kind of shredded over here, shattered. I take it everywhere I go. It's kind of heavy. It's kind of bulky, right? We've got another planner that's going to come out at the end of this year for next year, and the planner's going to be better. You guys all left comments and motivational quotes at the top. We're going to do that again. We're going to do the pages again. We're going to do the gratitude, the goals, but we'll probably make it a little more durable. We might make it a little bit smaller. I don't know. I kind of like it being big and bulky because then I can't forget it. But I don't know about you, but I'm going to get feedback from you, and we're going to make a better planner going forward in the future. As far as the group, there are better ways. I have figured out and realized that there are better ways. I've been doing you a disservice. There are better ways to serve this group, hashtag Rise and Grind. And so I am going to serve the group on a much higher level. You guys, I can't even tell you, it's the most exciting thing I've worked on in the last 7 months. It's incredible how we can now start to serve the group in a better way. So I've got an ebook I've got an ebook that's coming out that's completely 100% free. That's going to be able to serve the group. That's going to be able to talk about the morning five, the 5 things that we do every single day to change our lives. That's coming out really soon. We're going to start having Rise and Grind meetups. We're going to have local chapters of Rise and Grind where people can meet up physically in person, shake hands, have a mixer, talk it out, cry on each other's shoulders, learn together, motivate each other, inspire each other. We're going to do that on a smaller scale with Rise and Grind meetups in your local areas. And then, of course, we'll do it on the bigger scale with the group, right? We're going to continue to find better ways to serve you in this group. In 2019 and 2020, I'm really excited about that. Obviously, the coaching opportunities, we have things like Goalkeepers. Goalkeepers was incredibly successful at the beginning of the year. It was an amazing 8-week course. Like, I can't tell you. Ask anybody that was in Goalkeepers, and I promise you, they will tell you that it was transformative, it was life-changing, and it was powerful. I promise you. I 100% promise, no matter which one you ask. And so we're going to do more Goalkeepers. I'm going to try to do at least 2 a year of the Goalkeepers courses, 8-week courses, because they are absolutely fire. I mean, absolute fire. And then we're also going to create different forms of coaching, ways that I can interact with you, ways that you can take your things to the next level, ways that members of the group can serve you. All of those things are going to be happening in the future. It's super, super exciting. Ministry, as far as the ministry part of hashtag Rise and Grind, we need to grow that massively over the next 18 months. It's got to grow to a level like unprecedented before, because I have a very big dream and a very big passion for homeless. Being a homeless person myself for a period of time in my life, I have a very big passion for homeless people. And I know that there are not lots, but I know that there are some facilities that service homeless people, and they do an amazing job of giving them food and giving them a bed and giving them some hope and a little light for tomorrow. They do an amazing job at that. I want to take it to the next level. I believe if we could change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. And so ultimately, I have a long-term vision of having hashtag Rise and Grind homeless shelters all over the United States that are not just serving homeless people food and a place to stay, which is amazing, and not just serving them hope, but we're walking around and we're kicking them in the butt at 5:15 in the morning, and we're telling them to get their butts up and do their gratitude list and do their goals and watch hashtag Rise and Grind and take care of themselves physically, but we're actually teaching them how to fish. I want to teach them how to fish so that they can get out of that lonely, destitute place where they're on the streets and they feel invisible. So we've got to grow our ministry, our impact, so that we can continue to serve people. Serve, so that we can continue to be a part of something bigger than ourselves, right? That's what we're called to do. That's our responsibility. So I want to do that. Conferences. This thing right here, I don't think you guys understand it yet. Grow Your Business for God's Sake. Grow Your Business for God's Sake is an incredible opportunity for me, for the speakers on the stage, and for this group. It is an absolutely incredible opportunity. We're going to be at a mega church in Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to be in a mega church. Listen to me. We're going to have a business conference in a mega church in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay? Listen to me. A business conference in a mega church in Nashville, Tennessee. You don't normally hear those things in the same sentence. We are going to over-deliver with this conference, and my belief is that once we are done with this conference, which portion of the proceeds is going to a local organization that is trying to end sex trafficking, a portion of the ticket sales are going to the church itself to be able to serve the church and its community right out there. So all of these things for this church are going to be hugely beneficial. For the patrons that are going to be there, they're going to get an absolute unbelievable day and a half conference, like absolutely incredible. And obviously it's a great opportunity for the speakers and whatnot on the stage. So it's a win-win-win all the way around. And I truly believe that after we deliver this conference in Nashville, Tennessee, I believe when everybody sees the way that we can win doing this, I believe that we're going to be doing 2 or 3 of these a year at mega churches all over the United States and hopefully around the world. hopefully around the world. I want to travel around the world 2 to 3 times a year with the powerhouse circle of influence and friends that I have pouring into people all across the globe. That's the goal. That's the future of hashtag Rise and Grind. We are starting to spread. I made a post. You guys have seen it. It says, and if you haven't seen it, go into the Rise and Grind group. It's right at the top. It says, I want to see what city and state that you are from. And it's crazy. There's about 850 comments on there. And if you start looking through all the different cities and states, it's just whoa, 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 whoa. It's growing. It's expanding. It's rising. It's evolving. It's impacting. It's amazing. At first, it was like a bunch of people in Paris, and then Lexington, and then Kentucky, and then Virginia, and then Ohio, and then Indiana, and it's just we got all the people in Texas and Missouri, and we're starting to see California, and we got Alaska, Judy Tebow up in Alaska watching the show, and then we got PJ Quinn and his boys across the pond. It's growing, friends. It's growing, and it's beautiful because it's pure, and it's real, and it's raw, and it's you, and it's me. It's not just me, and it's not just you, and we're doing things that are for the greater good because it's bigger than ourselves, and I love it. This month we got to have 40,000 members in this group. 40,000. I need 40,000 members in this group. I need your help doing that. I cannot do that. I cannot invite another 12,000 people into the group. However, you can, and you don't even have to invite 12,000. You each invite, if each of you invite 100, if everybody in here invites 100, we blow 40,000 away by the end of the day. So listen, my friends, if they need to know what this is about, let your friends know. Let them go back and watch the last 4 shows and say, here's who this guy is, here's where this came from, here's why we're doing this, and this is what the future looks like, and we want you on our team. Come be a part of our team. Because that's what we are, my friends. An amazing team of amazing superhumans. Just a massive group of individuals that can make a massive impact on this planet. If we stay focused, we stay on direction, we repeat the actionable items that work, we keep it about the bigger purpose and not about ourselves, we share the shows, we talk about it, we wear our gear, we rock our planners, we do all the things that we have to do, and ultimately we can make a massive impact on the globe, man, on a global scale, and even on top of that, for the kingdom. Ultimately for the kingdom, because whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, I'm here to tell you that you, my friend, are a child of God, the God of the universe that made everything. He made you. He made you. And he made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And you are headed in the right direction. You're a part of the group. You're rocking your shirts. You're posting the comments. You're listening to the positivity. You're listening to motivation videos. You're doing all of these things. You are making moves in the right direction. And I want you to know that don't disregard that. That's a big deal. Every single one of those things that you do, every time you're positive when somebody else isn't, every time you're smiling when somebody else is frowning, every time you're encouraging, every time you're lifting up, every single time, it's making a massive impact. An impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers, and it's made an impact on me. And I got to tell you, I absolutely stinking love you for it. I do. Absolutely stinking love you. So if nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I love you. You feel me? Look, I want you to have a phenomenal day today. If you need more episodes like this, I want you to go to GlennLundy.com. If you haven't got your Rise and Grind gear yet, go to GlennLundy.com. If you need your tickets to Nashville, go to GlennLundy.com. It's a great place to go. But most importantly, I want you to come back here tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. I'm going to need you to join me as we do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. Have an awesome day.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Hashtag Rise and Grind. Hashtag Rise